Hi, my name is Najibulo, and this is the second tutorial on Patreon. Today we are creating such an abstract scene using Node System. This is my first experience in using Node System. I hope everything will be clear. Thanks in advance for your support. First, create a node FUI graph node and connect it into children. Well, as you can see, Node FUI Graph is a tool where you connect node blocks to create beautiful abstract or technical elements, e.g., circular scans, digital interfaces, grids, effects. Let's change its radius and inner radius and include line mode that there were lines around the sphere. Reduce their number to 60 and in data change seed. Since we have no animation speed, let's make it 0. Line length decreased by 50%. Well, let's add node geometry by type. It accepts mixed geometry and breaks it into separate types. Useful if you want to process splines or polygons within one scene. But without it also works. Add noise and connect type spline to noise to add wave to inner radius. But first, remove speed to be static and decreased strength and offset. Well, we need to add outlines to the lines. Remember we enabled the line mode checkbox in FUI Graph to add node outline spline node and control their radiuses. Well, let's add a spline chamfer node to smooth out the embers. It looks like AI might get sick too. Now we need to extrude these lines. For this, we use node extrude line. Node extrude line is a node that turns a line, spline, into three-dimensional 3D geometry by extending it along a normal or a given direction. But, as we see, our FUI graph has disappeared. For this, we need node spline tessellation op. Why we used it? Because this node converts splines into a polygonal shape with the desired density of segments. Let's select Auto Direction, make the post length, and add a small chamfer. Well, with the first asset sorted out, now we need to create a cylinder. For this, we select those nodes that will help us in this, to not create again. So, to create a cylinder, we choose Circle and make the inner radius 0, and the radius 53, and their number make 20. In the setting data, increase the radius and make them an even circle, and they're all the same size. For this, we add variation. This is how it looks the best. Let's increase a little to come out chamfers. Well, as you can see, it is necessary to increase their size. Well, now from a distance you can see the chamfer. Let's add an FUI graph a little segments. As you can see, added, but still not smooth. Well, let's look at the setting spline. Well, here too, everything is in order. Well, then, let's add node remesh and connect extrude line to remesh. Uncheck detect hard edges. Well, remesh made it smooth, but left artifacts in the chamfer. It can be fixed by increasing the chamfer segment in extrude line. Yes, now it looks smooth. Well, to create floor, you also copy those nodes we need, but delete FUI graph and use FUI ring in its place. Node FUI ring is a node that creates ring graphics, ring or circle, for FUI interfaces, typically used for visualizing progress, scanners, indicators, etc., suitable for sci-fi interface. Why do we need noise here? Because we need to randomize the line length a little bit. Well, let's combine all three assets and see what happens. As you can see, we have extruded in the wrong direction. Let's fix that and make it -6. Add the camera and lighting. I won't comment on the value of camera and lighting parameters because everything is clear without words. Well, with lighting and camera, we have solved. Hopefully it was clear and without words. Now, missing letter G. Let's add it with node command line text. Interesting, where he hid. And there he is found. Okay, let's connect it so we can see it in the viewport. Now to center it, we need node transform geometry. Node Transform Geometry is a node that allows you to move, rotate, and scale geometry. As you can see, our floor is a bit too high. Let's use Node Transform Geometry here too to make it a bit lower. Here, I used Node Spline Chamfer to smooth out the corners of the letters so it looks nice. That's all for now. Thank you for watching. I'd love to hear your thoughts and feedback in the comments. Always happy to chat and connect. I didn't go into detail about the material setup, as the materials used in the scene are quite simple. However, if you're interested, the full project file is available to download and comes with this tutorial. Level, tutorial plus project file. Thank you so much for your support here on Patreon.